Hey, how's it going? Super excited to come here with you today with a recipe. You guys have been craving this so bad. Oh my goodness. And I didn't come on yesterday because life was crazy. You know, we're just a big hot mess around here. So here you go today, right? And this is definitely something that it's a crock pot meal. You know, we love our crock pot. And this is definitely something that you can prep the night before, okay? And then get it out and put it in your crock and go and come back from work and you're going to be good to go, right? And you know, it's warm, but it's one of those things is we're getting into that time of the year where it's going to start cooling down in the evenings. School is back in session. We're all crazy busy and a crock pot is your best friend, right? And so this is a really simple, easy one. You know, Sailor's going to cry for us. You guys, it's a chicken sausage gumbo and it's keto and it's low carb and it's gluten-free. And you're like, how in the world, Andrea? All you Cajuns are going to be like, no, not a gumbo because it doesn't have a roux. But as somebody that's gluten-free and that's been celiac, I struggle. I struggle because I love gumbo and I can't go out and just get a gumbo. I can't because it's full of wheat flour, right? Because you use a roux. Trust me, this is good and you're going to love it. So here's what you're going to do. And it's a crock pot. So hello, who doesn't love that, right? So here's what we're going to do. So I'm going to show you. So we got our crock pot, right? And you guys know when we use crock pot cooking, I really encourage you to start off with onions in the bottom. So this is a lot of onion. It's 2 white onions chopped up. They're about medium size, okay? We got to have our celery, right? So there's our celery in it, okay? Now we're going to put the meat in, okay? We put the meat on top of the onions so that they get the flavor and it doesn't stick to the bottom, right? So it makes for easy cleanup, right? So that's awesome. So what we're going to do is this is about 1.5 pounds of chicken thighs, okay? And Janice is on here and she's going to be like, Andrea, you're making a gumbo. I don't know about that. How can you do this? Yeah, girl, it's still really good. Trust me, it's really good. So that's about 1.5 pounds of chicken thigh. Okay, and then you're going to do, it's around 1 pound of sausage, okay? This thing is slap full, you guys. And you guys, sausage from a gluten-free, low-carb standpoint, you've got to find one that doesn't have added sugar, doesn't have wheat flour in it, and you can do that. There's actually one that they make here in Texas that I really like. It's V&V brand. It's yummy. They use a soy flour. And so this is the kind of sausage that we've been eating a long time. This one is a, Dorothy, you sure could, but what I would say is that you would want to cook this down, and then you're going to add your shrimp and your sausage, your shrimp and your crab at the end, towards the end of the day when you got home, because you wouldn't want to overcook the seafood. You know how that goes? But this V&V brand, guys, is really good. It's not too spicy. The kids love it. This is actually a sausage beef mix, okay? So now here's what I like to do, okay? So these are the red pepper and the garlic, right? I like to put those on top because I don't want those sitting on the bottom and getting too overcooked, so I want them sitting on top, right? Now, what we're gonna do is you can do a tablespoon of whatever Cajun spice you want, okay? And put that in like that. Then we're gonna do half of this can of crushed tomatoes. That looks good. Half a can. Okay, and we're going to do 1.5 cups of chicken broth. That was a cup. Now let's just do like the half. I think that's a half. Now, here is what makes it, right? Okra. If you don't have fresh okra, which I do, and I'm putting it on top because I don't want it to get too overcooked and slimed, right? And you guys, you're like, you need more liquid. No, you don't. Trust me, because the onions make a lot of liquid. The chicken's going to make a lot of liquid. It's going to cook down, and that's going to be perfect. And you see how you layered it. This is the key here. When you layer it and you put it on top like that, OMG, right? Now we've got a couple of little bay leaves. Put the little bay leaves right there. We're going to put the lid on. And you guys, this is going to cook for about 5 hours because we're going to have it for dinner. Okay? Now, if you were, I don't know, in a rush or something like that, you could do it on high for about 3, but we're going to do low for about 5 hours. You could do 6 to 8. It's not going to hurt it. It's no big deal, especially if you put the okra on top. And so Andrea, I don't grow my own okra because we do and I love it, but I don't grow my own okra. What am I going to do? Bag of frozen okra, guys, out of the frozen section. No big deal. I would still put it on top. okay? Because you don't want the okra to get that slimy yuck, right? So this is the key to it. How easy is that? You guys, how freaking easy is that? Do you see? I mean, literally, the hardest part was chopping stuff, and that didn't take very long at all. So it's super easy. It's super yummy. It's carb. It's totally gluten-free. And trust me, you're going to like it. And it doesn't have to have a roux, and it's still going to be good. And don't freak out, all of you Cajuns. Because you know what? A girl, when she's eating low carb and she's gluten-free, she still deserves to have gumbo. Don't you think? Yeah. I think so. Sailor, do you want to say bye to people since you've been crying the whole time? Stuck to the TV. You guys take care. If you want some more recipes like this, drop me a note below and I'll shoot you over to my website and you can pick up a different 5-day meal plan. All right? Take care. Bye-bye.